For more than 30 years, operators have been measuring sludge the same way, with sludge judges. This is the new way. It's simple, it's sanitary, and it's accurate.
We'll be demonstrating the SID Rotary from Raven. It's a portable sludge interface detector to measure sludge levels in a secondary clarifier. So we'll insert it into the fixed base station on the railing. Let's take another look at how the SID is mounted on the base station. We've got a base station that's permanently fixed to the guardrail. There's two claws, and the bottom bar, we call the kickstand bar, slides under those claws. You rotate it forward, and the unit is secured on that station. But we also give a tether for additional measure of security. So now we've got the unit mounted on here. I'm going to power it up. We've got toggle switch there, one red light comes on. I'm also going to turn the horn on. The simplicity of this unit is like a fishing reel. The brake is spring-loaded. We pull up the brake, and we release the sensor probe into the tank. Always checking where your skimmer is on the bottom. Once at the bottom, I can tell the probe's on the bottom right there. I zero out the counter. All my lights are on because the probe is fully engaged in sludge. Then I pull the brake back and I reel it in until the lights go out right there. And I can tell by looking at the counter, I've got 11 inches of sludge in this tank. At that point, we make the note and reel it all the way in. Power down, and move on to the next tank. Okay, we just saw how the SID Rotary is used on a secondary clarifier with the base station mounted on the railing. Now we're on top of a digester, and obviously no railings. So we have an optional accessory, which is this freestyle handle that's mounted on the existing bars. There's a lever to release the brake, which allows the operator to lower the probe to the bottom of the tank. So let's power this up and measure the sludge in this digester. We're expecting about 5 feet. It's very heavy sludge. So we've just entered the top of the blanket. You can see with the lights and the horn going off. Okay, there's the bottom. And I can feel that. I get a very positive feedback when that probe is on the bottom of the tank, because it's a heavy stainless steel probe. At that point, I'm going to zero out the counter and reel it in, watching how many inches we're elevating that probe off the bottom. Right there, the lights go out. I'm in. There, I'm out. That's 103 inches, which is much more than the 60 inches they expected. We'll note that amount, reel in the sensor probe, power down, and move on to the next tank. So to measure the sludge in this digester before, this plant was using a 24-foot core sampler. As you can see here, I'm walking up the length of this core sampler to measure the sludge in here. And the operators felt like this is really awkward and not very sanitary. And they were using it in this manhole. Now they've opted to go with the SID Rotary, which is much more sanitary and accurate and easy to use, especially when they've got a midnight shift.